$100 is a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not a lot of money. I have a lot of knives. Obviously, the total of all my knives would be over $100. But if I only had $100 to spend on knives, which knives would I get? Today, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to show a knife collection that you could get for under $100 that covers a lot of bases. Now, I'm not going to include kitchen knives in the list because I just consider them separate than the knives that I'm going to be showing today. I consider them in a different category. Same thing with multi-tools. Multi-tools have knives on them, but multi-tool is a multi-tool and a knife is a knife. If you did want a multi-tool and your budget was $100, I would say just go get a multi-tool instead of spending them on a few knives, and you'll probably get a lot more use out of that multi-tool if that's what you really need. So let's get right into it. The first category is going to be folding knife. Everyone needs a good folding knife, and I have a couple options. So the first one would be the K-Bar Dozier here. And this thing comes in under $30. It's got AUS 8 as the blade steel and a back lock. It's a nice light knife, very easy to carry around. Bob Dozier design. This one is made in Taiwan. It's just a knife that's nothing flashy about it, just gets the job done. But I went ahead and picked this one, which is the Buck 112 Slim Select. This can also be had for $30. It's made by Buck, which is a great American company with some great American history. This knife is made in the USA for about $30. The blade steel is 420 HC with a nice clip point. Also has a back lock on here and a deep carry pocket clip that looks kind of like a face screaming at you. But anyways, the folding knife could cover a lot of bases for you. EDC, work, and hunting. This knife can really be your do-it-all knife that you're always carrying on you, and I think it's a great choice for $30. AUS 8 and 420, they're stainless steel, so they're not going to rust on you either. And yes, while you could spend $10 and get a folding knife, that $30 price range is really where you start seeing nicer products. My choice for the folding knife is going to be the Buck 112 Slim Select. So our total now is at $30. The next category I would cover is the survival/tactical knife. This knife can cover anything from going out in the woods to military operation. And for that, I choose the Cold Steel SRK. There's a nice Secure X sheath here that comes right out. As many of you know, the SRK has been issued at Buds. It's a very good knife that has been around for quite some time now. This particular one is made of SK5 steel, made in Taiwan, with a black coated blade and a nice rubber overmold handle, which really fills out the hand nicely. SRK meaning survival rescue knife. I'm a big fan of the SRK series of knives. The price of them is very good. The price of these is usually between $30 to $40, but we'll just say $40 on the upper limit there. And for that price, you'll have a hard time finding a knife of this quality. If you're really feeling like a baller, you can get the SRK in CPM 3V steel. This one is $100, so it's not really going to fit into this whole idea thing of the $100 knife collection. It's just an upgraded SRK with 3V. So for the effect of the video, we're going to stick with the SK5 version, and that is $40, bringing our total now to $70. Another honorable mention for the fixed blade survival/military knife will be the Gerber Strongarm, but it's not going to make it into this list, unfortunately, because the price has just become too high. When these knives first came out, they were around $50. The price has just kept going up. I got this one at about $70, and if you look on Amazon right now, they're around $90. And that's just a little bit too much. $70 is not too bad. $50 is a steal if you can get one of these. Sometimes they do go on sale for $50. Very rarely, though, so you have to look out for it. $50 is a really good price. Unfortunately, this is not going to make that list, but it could have very well been in there if it had been a little bit lower priced. The next category I would want to cover would be a work knife/bushcraft knife. And this knife can cover both of those roles, and it is the Mora Basic 511. The Mora 511 is a really good knife. This one is in carbon steel, and you can find these for lower than $10, sometimes as low as $8 or $6. But we'll just say $10 for the purpose of this video. It's a Scandi grind, which lends itself to be very good at woodwork. This knife I actually use for wood carving. I've carved a few things using that knife, and this one I actually use for work all the time, and you can tell it's seen a little bit of use. They're very good knives. I have a couple of them. For the price, they're just really good. They're full tang, but they're going to be much stronger, much more reliable than your standard folding knife. It makes for a great work knife, carpentry, whatever you're doing, or going out in the woods and carving some stuff. It's a great knife for that, and we're going to say $10 for that. With the Mora, that's going to bring us to $80. And personally, I think that that covers a lot. You have your survival knife, your military tactical style knife, you have your woodworking / work knife, and you have your EDC knife, hunting knife, whatever it may be. Obviously, you can use these knives for different things. With that extra $20, you could save that, you could put it in your pocket, put it towards something else. You could also buy another Mora just because they're great value and you can use them for multiple things like I do. But if you were a little bummed out that I said kitchen knives weren't included because I just consider them in a different category than these types of knives, then I do have a little something here you could throw in, and that is not a K-bar, but it's in a K-bar sheath. This is the Ontario Old Hickory 7-inch butcher knife. This is a very old style knife, very classic. This design is over a century old. Ontario does make them in the USA. This could very well be your camp kitchen knife. I did buy this for less than $20. It might be a little bit harder to add it into the list today though, because as you know, Ontario has sold their company. They have gone out of business essentially, and they are not really making many of their knives anymore. And I believe that these might be included in that list, so they might be a little bit hard to find now. But if you want to get it up to $100 and have a camp kitchen style knife to use, the Ontario Old Hickory might be a really good one to throw in there. Well guys, that's going to be it. Let me know what you would throw into a $100 knife collection. Let me know if I missed any categories. There's so many different types of knives, but I think these here could cover a lot of bases for you, and it would be a really good start to a knife collection. These specific knives I will list down in the description below to Amazon if you want to check that out. Their affiliate links, always appreciate when you use that. Like the video if you agree with my list. If not, go ahead and comment below what you would change. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next time.